few weeks ago I was in Nepal and sort of trekking up, 6 hours walk out, an hour flight out of Kathmandu, 3 hours by car, another 2 hours by a car, 6 hours by foot. You get up into these remote communities and each family that I was meeting had a phone. Now, there's no electricity, there's no sort of sewage systems in place, there's a little bit of running water. But you look at that and go, now why is it that a family has chosen to purchase a phone instead of spending their money on something else? And so, now the answer to that may actually sound very simple for us sitting here, but I was talking to these people and saying, well, what do you use your phone for? You know, basic phones. They said, well, we use it to make calls, of course, to the next village, because it's a 2-hour walk, a 3-hour walk, a 4-hour walk. We use it for SMS and for receiving SMS messaging about health. And we use it to listen to the radio. So the sort of one-sided idea that radio messaging is still such a critical part of the way that people are understanding and trying to work with each other, or understand things. And then the last thing was to listen to music. And so they'd have these very simple phones, a tiny little bit of memory on them, but enough music to get that, to be kept on their phone. So you look at that in really, really, really remote areas. Now comparing that, say to a place like Armenia, post-Soviet country, to be in Armenia, to be an engineer or to be a doctor are the two absolute highest things that you could possibly do as a profession. And then your whole economy collapses. So with the collapse of communism, whole economy collapses. There's just nothing left of the economy. So in a country like that, where you've had this really high sort of penetration of knowledge, of expertise, a high level of education, and then there's no money in order to be engaged with, to be buying computers or to be buying the sorts of things that you and I would be expecting, you've got this complete change in the way that a society works. And so the differences that you see of places where these really remote places, and yet there's an opportunity to be using technology in a way that can bring about some messaging, some knowledge, some information, some communication, the ability to then take choices, compared to places where there has been this incredible level of development in the past, and then there's been this absolute crash. The community and the social capital of countries like Armenia, places like Georgia, like Azerbaijan, there's very low social capital. So how then it can be used to be trying to build social capital is one of the things that we've been trying to capitalise on.